welcome back to a new video. In today's video I've got some ugly duckling gel polishes that I am going to be creating I want to say underwater, we'll go with underwater theme nails. So I'm using 165. This is one of my favourite colours from Ugly Duckling. It's the most amazing blue. Then I've also got 038. This is a nice blue too. And I've got 070. This is also a nice blue, but this is a paler one, look. So you can see they are different. And then we've got a more turquoise, which is 173. Because sometimes you get turquoise seawater, don't you? Like if you go somewhere nice, like the Caribbean. And then I've got 044, which is the Ugly Duckling white. So those are the colours I'm using. And I'm also going to use the natural base. So when I've recorded this video, I didn't have Schmelt It. I've also got matte, and I'm using some sugar. I'm using some glitter from Nail Sugar. It's diamond dust, and I've got the turquoise scales. Oh my goodness, what's happening? So if you want to get 10% off any Nail Sugar products, you can do so using my code NATLUG10. All the information is going to be in the description box below. Yeah, so before I'd done this video, I didn't have, when I filmed this video, I didn't have the Schmelt It. I hadn't bought it by then. So I'm using the base coat of theirs, which will do kind of the same job, but it won't do exactly the same job, because the Schmelt It is really good for, it's like a proper blooming gel. But if you don't have a blooming gel, then base should kind of give you roughly the same look, but maybe not quite the exact same. Am I making sense? Right, I've got some colours there on my palette. I'm going to put the base coat on the nail now. Now I'm not going to cure this. We're going to pretend this is our blooming gel, which would be the Schmelt It. So we're going to just put a nice even coat. You don't want to oversaturate the nail with this. You just want a nice even coat. And then I'm going to take a dotting tool and run that through the colours. Oh, you're also going to need the ombre brush from Ugly Duckling. So all the Ugly Duckling products here are from Caught You Looking, www.caughtyouLooking.co.uk. They are the UK distributor for Ugly Duckling products, so you can find these here. I decided I needed a little bit more of that darker blue. You can't get enough of this blue. It's so nice. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to scoop the colour up with the ombre brush. If you haven't got an ombre brush, you can use a flat gel brush. That'll do it. Just something that you can scoop the colour up with. And we are going to place that through the base coat. Now, don't worry if you're left with some see-through bits. It's kind of nice that you've got some see-through bits as well. And you can see we're kind of getting this sort of, I mean, it's not, it doesn't really look like Under the Sea, but we're going to add some bits and bobs to this to hopefully give it just more of a sort of kind of underwater themey kind of look. There we go. So I am going to pop that into, oops, I nearly dropped the phone. I'm not going to pop it in the lamp, sorry. I'm taking some of these turquoise scales. Now, while that gel polish is still uncured, I'm going to put some of these scales in. If you don't want to put it straight onto the gel polish, you can cure the gel polish and then go over with some base coat and apply this to the wet base coat and then cure it. I just thought I'd skip that step. Also, just remember that if you do add the base coat, it's just gonna be another layer, so you don't want the nails to end up too thick. So I've popped that in the lamp to cure. While that's in the lamp curing, I've got another nail here. I've just added some more colour to the palette, but I've added different, I think I've added more of the dark blue, and I think less of the white. So I'm just doing this, just playing around with the colours. So, I mean, it almost looks as well like the Earth from space, doesn't it? You can kind of get like a, anyway, I love these colours together. That's going to go in the lamp, and then I'm going to do this last one, which I've got a lot more of the darker blue. So as we've sort of done each nail, I've applied more dark blue to the mix on the palette. But it's been a mix. I mean, depending on what colours you use, you're always going to get a different look. They're not gonna look exactly the same, which is kind of a nice thing about this. You kind of never know what you're gonna get when you do like a marble like this. Again, please excuse the fans in the background. It's what's the date? It's Thursday, so it's still bloody hot here. But by the time I upload this video, actually this video is going up tomorrow, so it might still be hot, but hopefully it's cooled down a little bit because I am sick of the land of fans now. Right, I'm happy with that. So I am going to pop that into the lamp to cure for 45 seconds. Okay, so these are the nails that we've got. I'm taking the second one here. I'm just going to put those aside for a second. And I'm going to take some of the diamond dust from Nail Sugar, and I'm going to sprinkle this over the cured gel polish. And I'm taking this is quite a hard brush that I've got. I'm going to just tap the glitter into that tacky layer. And this is just going to make sure that the glitter is nice and stuck, I think, onto the, I don't know what the word is. Then I'm going to go over, I'm going to matte this nail, but I'm going to put some base coat over the nail first. This is just to seal all that glitter in. And then what I'll do is, before I pop it in the lamp, I'm just going to hold it upside down so that it just sort of evens out the nail. So once I have finished faffing, because you know I'm a faffer, I am going to put that in the lamp, and that will cure for 45 seconds, and that's in my LED lamp. Okay, and then we're going to use the Ugly Duckling. This is their art gel, and I'm using the white. And with that, I'm going to be using my Nail Sugar Natalie Mugridge 000 detailer brush. This is like an ultra fine detailer brush. I think, if I remember correctly, the brush bit is, they're 7mm long, I think. I've forgotten completely, which is terrible. But I'm going to use this to create the detail around the nail. I'm going to do like a border, and then I am going to do some like wiggly lines, you know, like you get the ripples, the light ripples in the water. We're just going to do like, or try and do a couple of them. It's not actually going to be exactly like that, but just, you know. Anyway, I'll let you watch this bit. And if you make a little mistake like I did, just use a brush to neaten up that area. I'm just thinning that out because that was a little bit too thick. And then down the side here, I just felt like this bit was a little bit too thick. So I'm just going to thin that out a little bit. And then I'm going to carry on with the design. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that so you can see what I've done. That's gonna cure for 60 seconds, and then we're gonna matte finish it. So this is the matte top coat. Now when you use the matte top coat, you wanna make sure that you cover the whole nail. If you don't cover the whole nail, you'll end up with some shiny parts, which you don't want because it'll look funny. So that's going to go in the lamp and cure for 45 seconds. Then using a little bit of gel cleanse or isopropyl alcohol, we're just going to wipe off that tacky layer. I kind of like this bit because it feels like we're doing a reveal. I enjoy this matte finish top coat. It's really nice. And then you can see we've got that iridescent glitter. It just gives a nice touch to the nail, I think. So then right, we're going to go back onto the first nail because I kind of like that glitter on here. I'm just going to put little dabs of the diamond dust glitter over this nail. We're not going to go all over the nail, but just in little sections. And then I just sort of rubbed down, which probably spread it sort of all over the nail, but it's not going to be as heavily on the nail as the last one. And then again, I'm using the base coat just to seal everything in. Now, if you're doing this over glitter, you might want to have two base coats, like one for glitter and one just for not, you know, for everything else. And the same with your top coats as well, because you don't want to contaminate, you know. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so now for this one, I'm using the art gel again, and I'm going to do the same thing. So this is what I've ended up with on this one. only this time I'm going to use the no wipe top coat. So this one I'm going to leave shiny. I thought this one I should do shiny because it's got the it's got those turquoise scales in. Now I think they'd still be nice matte top coated, but I want to do one of each because, like, some people like matte, some people like shiny, so you know. So far we have got these 2 nails. I like these. I like these a lot. Right, this next one, I'm not going to do a border. I'm going to do more of a... The lines that I put on are going to follow the marble. In fact, this one reminds me a little bit more of like lightning, although it kind of wasn't the intention. I just sort of wanted to follow... I wanted to follow that marble through a bit, but I kind of think I don't know, it didn't turn out as planned, this one. I think it's because I've done little streaks coming off the bigger streaks, and this is what makes it look like lightning. But I wanted it to look more like a marble, because I thought, right, we've done 2 C ones. Why have I stopped? There we go, she's going again. She's on the move now, she's doing it. So yeah, so I'm going to let you watch this, and I'll catch up with you in a second. Okay, then when I have finished, I will pop that in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And then this one I am matte top coating again. It's one of my favourite things to do now, is to remove the tacky layer off the matte top coat to see what it looks like. Because when it comes out, it looks shiny. And then it's like, ooh, what are we going to get under here? I know it sounds silly, but that's just me. There we go, look. Love this bit. So this is probably, I don't know, this is probably the least favourite of the nails that I've done, but it kind of isn't very underwater. I don't know, you know. Let me know in the comments which was your favourite. Yeah, anyway, I hope you liked them. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Don't forget you can get your ugly duckling products from the Courtly Looking website, www.courtlylooking.co.uk. Yeah, it's Friday, so have an amazing weekend, and I will see you beautiful lot next week. I've got lots of haul videos next week, I think, or a couple. So yeah, look forward to that.